Hi guys, I just wanted to check in with you. I wasn't able to post a video earlier stating that I wouldn't be on tonight, but I went to Michigan to see Dad. I'm currently in Angola, Indiana, on my way home, and I pulled off the side of the road so I could do a quick video. So I sat with Mom and Dad. Dad was awake when I first got there, and we talked some. Mom had the TV on, set to the Sirius XM radio station, the gospel radio station, and Dad was listening to some music, and we talked. He was coherent most of the time. There were sometimes he would start to drift off, and then he would come to again and have some moments of clarity. And then, there'd be times where he was talking, but he talks very, very soft, and you can't hardly hear him. So you can't always make out what he's saying, but he still has his wits about him. He still, can carry on conversation. But when the medicine has really kicked in, what happens is it'll kick in. He'll be a lot slower to talk and quiet, and sometimes kind of ramble off, and different things, just all of a sudden come to his head. And then other times he can actually carry on a conversation with you for a little bit, not very long at all, but he's not really eating and drinking that much, hardly. And this is the time where that happens with people who are close to passing. So obviously it's expected. But his heart, every time I go there, I watch his heart. And his heart is still very strong. And his body is still fighting the fight. And, so I just sit there, and when he falls asleep, I just sit there and watch his heartbeat, literally. Sometimes I'll just lay on his chest while I'm holding his hand. I did find out that he does have cancer in his head, and in fact, the majority of the cancer in his body is in the top of his head. So we can't touch the top of his head because it causes pain. And I'm glad I was told that today, because I didn't know that. That was a new thing for me. So yeah, the most amount of cancer is in the top of his head. It also is settled on his shoulders and his hips. And then that left knee has a good portion of it too. That's the majority of where the spots are. So I did find that out. He does have his DNR tag bracelet around his wrist because he doesn't want any life-saving measures when it comes time. When they resuscitated him back when he was still at his house, it was only because they didn't get the paper right away. So when they loaded him into the ambulance, of course, and they resuscitated him because they didn't have the paper that they needed. He didn't have the bracelet on at that time or anything like that. But now that he's in the home, he has the bracelet on, and so that one day he would have already passed if they would have had the papers. So You know, you just find out these little things, and I definitely don't take any of this for granted. The moments I do have, of course. It was really nice to be able to see him. He does have a bird feeder right by his bed, and there's a cardinal that comes to visit, along with a blue jay, and then the other little finches and other little birds. So it's nice that he can look out the window and see them. And Mom is there all day and night, of course, and she stays the night there. Sometimes she is going home tonight, though. I did meet up with my daughter, my granddaughter, and my daughter's boyfriend there. They all came to visit Dad tonight, so I also got to see my little grandbaby. I only have one little grand biscuit. I don't have any more grands, but hopefully soon. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know what I was doing tonight. That's what I was doing, and you're seeing this little portion of Angola, Indiana here. Across the road is the tobacco joint, and Wendy's is behind me, but I just thought I would pull off and talk to you guys and let you in on what I'm doing. I want to thank each and every one of you for your concern, your concerns and questions about my dad. Honestly, it just it means a lot. You know, some people can say they're your friend, but you know, they don't always, you know, communicate even or whatever. And you guys have been so great, and it really lifts me up, you know, when these days drag on. And you know, the whole time I'm going down there is you just feel this heavy weight, because it's like you feel death. Especially when I went back there, it's kind of like back in the woods, this home, and it just, I don't know. And then even when I left, the whole ride home so far, I just have an overwhelming feeling of death, and it's just not a good feeling, of course, but you know, it's kind of like what you go through, I guess, when your loved one is at the end of their journey, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I'm getting a little bit too deep there, but I just wanted to say hi to all of you and let you know where I was at, and thank you for all your prayers and love. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here and get back home to Bob and the cats. And I will be live tomorrow. I am still gonna be visiting Dad pretty often, so I won't be as regular as I normally am. Of course, I took tonight off and made sure I got up there, and I'm so glad I did. It means a lot to be able to see him and you know, get to visit and hold his hand and talk with him as much as he can. Like I said, the rest of the time I let him snooze. I don't try to wake him up. I just lay there beside him and hold his hand, rub his hand. I did get to he wanted me to rub his back for him tonight, so I rubbed his back for a while because he gets really itchy, and his bones and muscles, of course, are very sore. So I rubbed his back for a while, and he said that felt good, and that I was glad to be able to help him even just a little bit. So with that, I'm gonna sign off of here, and I wish you all a good evening. Let's see, I don't know. And I will see you tomorrow, okay, guys? I just wanted to check in with you, but I'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.